Guys, top of the morning to you. It's really early. It's 20 after 4, but I got a long day, and we got a hell of a fantasy race heating up, boys. Listen, let's go over one thing first. I want to go over some fantasy situations in the 3 leagues that I'm in. It's time we haven't talked about it in a minute. We're gonna start out with the OGs, the guys I know my whole life. Carmelo's league. It's called Let Me See Your TDs. That league is coming down to it. I wanted to address something. Guys, in the league that I have with my friends where I'm at now, the schedule is 14 games. We only have 13 scheduled. So, listen, I'm in first place. I'll be in first after this win computes. I'm in first, or I'm tied for first. I want the season to end earlier because then I would have the first round by automatic. But by rights, there's 12 weeks. Next week's the last week. Whoever the commissioner is, if you could make that into 14 weeks regular season, everything should be 14 because the NFL got extended to 17 games this year. And in every other league that I have, it's 14 weeks, 15 first round, 16 semis, 17 championship. Just some food for thought. But damn, man. Staying at the top of the league. I'm looking at Neville's team coming up. Newman's team coming in the playoffs. Cody. Mel's like your dream killer. I feel so bad for you. You're in the 6th spot right now, hoping to stave off Angel. We got against all odds coming up. Feezy. Mel's just trying to play spoiler right now. But I gotta tell you what, really quick, guys. Tony Colv's league. Tony fucking Colv. Let me tell you something. Guys, if I ever came back and win the Super Bowl in this league, you will never, you will never hear the end of this. Tony Cole is 9-2. We got this league. We got 2 divisions. Tony Cole is 9-2. Josh is 6-5, and then you got the next 3. There's 5 in each division. Now in my division, I'm in next to last, but listen to this. I was 2-7. My season was over. Tony Cove, the week that I got Peterson, offered me Stephon Diggs for Godwin, who was considered really high, especially 4 or 5 weeks ago, and Godwin and Adrian Peterson. So I did it, and I'm getting shit from Patterson. And they're saying, "Oh, Nuge, you just gave away the league. What do you got a deal going with Tony Cole?" I was like, whoa. I got Jefferson. I got Mahomes. They were slumping. Of course, I'm going to lose. I can put Diggs and Jefferson together with Elijah Mitchell that I've been patient on. Maybe something can happen. Just won 3 in a row. I'm 5-7. Everybody else is losing. Now, the top 2 teams from each division make the playoffs. Then there's 6 teams remaining, 3 in each division. The team with the best 2 records, add to the top 2, make it. So I'm looking at 6-5, 5-6. And I'll be 5-6, 5-7 actually. So I don't know if they won or lost, but we're getting close, and we got a 14-game season. So that's going to be fun to watch. But now let's talk fucking turkey, the league that I'm dominating in, the T. Rich's Sleepers League, dominating in that league. Lost 2 in a row. I just lost 2 in a row, but this is one of the closest, best races I've ever seen in the league. I'm 9-3 now. 14-game season. The man that's in 3rd place is 6-6, 12 with 2 games left. I clinched the first round bye, meaning I'm automatically in the game to get to the Super Bowl, which means Papa Nooch wants that money. I'm coming for that money, boys. And before we get into that race, first of all, I'm 9-3. C. Rich, who beat me. I got beat by the 2 Richardson brothers. And Boniface just beat me, you motherfucker. Good job. Good job. Good job, Pat's bat. Damn. So anyway, in that league, I'm 9-3. C Rich is 7-5. Then from 3 all the way down to 9, basically. Nobody's out. From 3 to 9. Look at this. Ready? 3. 6-6. Number 4. Goose. Cole is 6-6. Goose 6-6. Boniface 6-6. Nate 6-6. Patterson 6-6. Zoltan 5-7. T. Rich 5-7. T. Rich was just in the number 6 seed with the last playoff spot at 5-7. Now he's got me this week, but I got a bye with Chubb and Hunt. They're out. But and P. Riz is 4-8. But let me tell you something. 2 through 7, anything can happen with two games left. That's crazy. So I'm just happy I got the bye there. Now I want to talk about 5 guys that I love in fantasy, but in real life. Like, forget fantasy for a minute. What these guys do make them stars on the all-Nooch team. Somebody asked me a couple Sunday morning when I was live streaming, T. Higgins, I was like, stop. T. Higgins is a star. He's on the all-Nooch first team. T. Higgins, I've seen enough with my eyeballs. He's a star. The kid is a star. I love T. Higgins. I want to go over 5 running backs that can actually change your fantasy football team going forward if you grabbed them or had the patience to stick with them and not drop them. You're going to really reap some benefits now. A couple of them I have, a couple of them I don't, but I believe it's really important to go over these guys. In Carmelo's league out in Florida, I've been holding on to Madison for so long. That's right. If you have Madison from Minnesota, you are going to do great things while Dalvin Cook is out. Madison, while Dalvin Cook was out, let me give you a stat line on one of his games. 26 carries, 112 yards on the ground, 6 catches, 60. Talking 172 all-purpose yards. Tutty, okay? Another game, Cook's out. 25 carries, $113, 8 catches, 40. Tutty. You see what I'm saying? Madison is going to be a A1 running back when either Cook retires, stays on Minnesota, goes somewhere else. I really like Madison a lot. Madison, that's number 1. That's a big guy to have right now if you're on a fantasy team going forward. Elijah Mitchell. I love Elijah Mitchell. I've been saying since the preseason the 49ers backs are horses. I love them. Elijah Mitchell's finally healthy. He put up 700 yards already on the ground. He only played 8 games. Kid is tremendous. If you got Elijah Mitchell on the 49ers going forward, you're going to have good days. Now, a good problem that I have. I got Kareem Hunt. I'm starting with Chubb. I don't care. I also got Pollard because I've been waiting for Zeke to get banged up, but he hasn't. But Pollard is so good, I'm putting him in the Kareem Hunt category now. In the beginning of the year before Hunt went down, the only guy that I considered that was a second running back that I could play in fantasy would be Hunt with Chubb, because I remember Chubb. When was the last time the Chiefs used to cover? When they had Kareem Hunt. Ever since they lost the Hunt dynamic, they became a little more ordinary. They became like the chefs instead of the Chiefs. So, Kareem Hunt. Now, there's a couple backs that I notice. I noticed that kid from New England running hard, Stevenson. I had a couple runs in the last month where I said, who is that guy? Stevenson, 76 carries, 351. Hunt, 76 carries, 381. That's what kind of back we're talking about. And I love me some Stevenson. Hunt, and they gave him the ball a couple times last night, or whenever, a couple hours ago, since it's only 4:30 in the morning. But they gave him the ball. He looked very explosive, and Cleveland's on a bye week. So, therefore, that leads me to roll into what I'm about to talk about. Cleveland, for me, is on a bye week. I got Chubb and Hunt. This is a good problem. I get to see my man. Tony Pollard. If you got Tony Pollard, whether you were handcuffing Zeke, if you got Zeke and Pollard, you got to start them both, baby. Tony Pollard is one of the best football players in the NFL. Don't ever underestimate football players. T. Higgins, all Nooch, football player. Don't care what his numbers are. Tony Pollard led the nation in kickoff return yards in college. Super player. What's he got? Tony Pollard's got 530 rushing yards already. He's got 300 receiving yards, 30 catches. He looks a little better than Zeke. They say Zeke's got a banged up knee. Tony Pollard is going to start a tailback for me along with Gordon, who's my other backup. I got Melvin Gordon in there, but I can't wait to see Tony Pollard. Now, I have a good problem. When my team is fully rolling in the playoffs, I'm not touching my 2 starting receivers. I got Metcalf and Kupp. My running backs are Chubb and Hunt, and I'm not fucking around either. Everybody thinks that I'm crazy. I'm going totally Cleveland unless Baker and them really suck so bad that I'll go. Then I'll wake up. I'll just go, Gordon, Chubb. But I got Renfro. I got a couple of Chicago receivers. I got Renfro. I got Kirk that I like. I got to fit Tony Pollard in a flex. Just like in Carmelo's league, I got Madison. Now that Cook is down, Madison's going right in. Right in. I got Jones. I got Harris. I got Madison. Madison will go on my flex because I got a lot of good running backs in that league. Madison's got to go in. Elijah Mitchell, immediate impact player. Elijah Mitchell, big time. Pollard, you're going to have to look at him in flexes if you got him, guys. He's a super football player. You think Jerry Jones, you always have to think how their ownership thinks. Pollard, super player. Jerry Jones on his last stick of fucking life. He's barely hanging on. Fucking, if I'm watching Tony Pollard and I'm Jerry Jones, I'm like, let me tell you something, Mike, get over here, Mike, you fat fuck, Mike. McCarthy, listen, I want Tony Pollard on that field. You hear what I'm saying? Or your fat ass is going to be barbecued out of here. I want Tony Pollard. You see that? Did you see Tony on that kickoff return? I want Tony Pollard getting 25 touches tomorrow. I'll see you later, Mike. Tony Pollard's going to touch that ball, okay? Well, look out for Tony Pollard. Then, that's it. The big five that I'm looking at are Madison, Elijah Mitchell, if you're holding on to him, Tony Pollard, Kareem Hunt. Oh, an honorable mention. I really like Dylan. I don't know. I hope they don't rush Aaron Jones back. But in that Aaron Jones injury, that lower body power of Dylan looks really good for Green Bay. I think he's a force to be reckoned with in the future. Gonna look out for him. And I'm very worried about the Rams because Odell is not Robert Woods. It's gonna go more towards Van Jefferson, like I said Sunday morning in the pregame. I'm glad that I gave you guys that right. But not sold on the whole easy transition with the Rams. I'm nervous a little bit with that. But fantasy's heating up. We got great races. And another running back that I said it Sunday morning before his biggest game of his life. Just a football player that I'm noticing that's not descending. He's ascending. Joe Mixon. I know he's been around fantasy for a couple of years now. So people get stuck on what he's been putting up. But listen to me. Joe Mixon, like Henry was before his foot, is hitting his prime as a football player in his career. I can't say enough about him. With Mixon, with Higgins, with Chase, with Burrow, look out for the Bengals, man. But that's about it for now. I just wanted to tell you about Madison and Mitchell and Pollard and Hunt and Dylan and a couple of these dudes and the teams that are coming on. I mean, the Giants at 4-7 are still in the playoff hunt. The Eagles lost. Washington beat Tampa Bay a few weeks ago. The Rams just lost. They're in disarray. We got a lot of good stuff going on this week. I wanted to go over real quick some fantasy guys that are going to pop up on people's radar or teams that you're going to have to think about using. So good morning to you. I'll probably drop another video later. We got a lot of stuff to talk about. NBA. Carmelo, don't be afraid to come on. And other guys in that league that I'm whooping your ass, don't be afraid to call Carmelo and come on. So I'll catch you guys later.